I feel like I'm from the future. That's how I honestly feel. I feel like I'm from the future, and I know how important the films and Isaac's story and the story behind it are. It's not that I have faith in it. It's like an utter conviction. It was a decision, though. Should I stay in New York and get a proper job and better apartment and all that? Or do I follow my heart? So that's what I did. And I knew that if I did not go, I would always regret it. It would just frickin' haunt me.
Yes, okay, testing microphone 1, 2. This is VJ Emmy coming at you live from Africa. This is Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. This is Kampala, the capital city. And this is Lubaga Cathedral. We blew it up in a movie. Uganda is famous for gorillas, Lake Victoria, but now it's coming famous for something new. By the end of this movie, you will see it and believe. Getting warmer. This is Wakaliwood, where we live. Wakaliwood is our home. We call it Wakaliwood. It's our Hollywood, but better. This is the home of the best action movies, better than the rest. Welcome to Uganda. The Tiger Mafia, the movie. Crazy world. Adibulalu. One for you. And you. For you. Booking the Captain IC. Production in action. One hell of a movie. Uganda.
So this is maybe December 2012, and a friend of mine showed me the trailer for Who Killed Captain Alex. And that was it. I made the decision maybe 30 seconds into the 90 seconds that I was going to Uganda. I didn't call, I didn't email, I didn't write, I just went there to track him down. What I wanted was to know the director behind it. So when I arrived, I spent the first day or two just getting my bearings, and what I like to do is go to the markets. There's 50 varieties of rice going down here. There's 40 colors of spices going this way. And the market was just enormous. And then in the corner of my eye, I saw the shirt. And he had, some DVDs that he was selling. And I took off after the guy.
Oh, come on!
Are you with that movie company?
Ramon, you have the movies, yeah?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Alan. I come from New York. I'm a fan. I just came here to find him. Can you bring me?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
It's okay. You can go.
Okay. I just want to meet him.
And then it goes through your head is like, I don't know where he's really bringing me. It wasn't like that. But it goes through your head.
Nalina ekirooto ky'okukola action movies era namanya nti olunaku lumu nja kukituukiriza. Nakuba amataffaali olw'okuba nti nali sina school fees era nali noonya school fees n'okubeerawo ng'omuntu. Amataffaali nagakuba gulako kakamera kange akatandika. Bwe natandika okulowooza ku kya firimu natandika okuba nga mpandiika nga ndi mu mataffaali omwo naye nga firimu ezo mpandiika script buli ekyanzijira nga mu mutwe nga nkiwandiika naye nga njagala nnyo okukola action. Kat twagambye tutya? Ebintu ebyo ekyomukisa omubi nti byaliibwa enkuyege nga twafuna ekizibu ky'enkuyege ewaffe ebiriibwa ebimu si kyabiriibwa sibirina na byonna kumpi. I grew up in the era of political instabilities in Uganda during the 70s and 80s. Olutalo era lutandise awo twalina kubeera basanyufu. My brothers used to go to cinema halls, watch movies, and come back and tell me stories of the movies they've seen. Here in Uganda, movies we used to watch here were all action movies, and all stars were all action stars. So like Bud Spencer, Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Rambo. Those are the stars we grew up seeing. Okay, action! My movies, they are action, but in a comedy way. Cut! I want people to laugh. So if you're watching my movie and you're sad, then I've done nothing.
I met Isaac when I was 15, and after we got married, he told me, now I have to fulfill my dream to be a filmmaker, and you have to follow me. So I said, okay, I have no choice. I have to be supportive. So now I'm a filmmaker and he's a filmmaker too.
Okay? Action? Okay. In 2008, I called for the first audition. When I said I'm going to make action movies, many people came. The first thing I asked someone who wants to join Wakaliwood, are you in love with what you're going to do? If you are not, then don't join. So that's how I build my team.
I decided
Action! Number 5, never tell me the perfect thing. We never get to mass. To judge them to organize. Bango. Kubanga nali nkola firimu eyitibwa Bad Black. Kuba firimu eyo Bad Black eri based on a true story. So twali twetaagayo omuzungu azanyenga omungereza Bad Black gwe yabbako ssente.
We wanted the white man in the movie, and we didn't know where to get the white man. And he just came in time. Yeah, this is our office.
You're Mr. Isaac.
Oh.
I come from New York City because I see your movies.
Nendaba ne mutwalanga missionary azze okulaba nti tulwanira wamu okusitula film industry ya Uganda. Can I start?
Yeah, we're good.
First, this is where I live, and this is my studio. Ramon Film Production Studio, the acting studio we have so far. And there's so many things here, the props, you know, it is going to blow, you know, a number of cities. Here is my favorite, Land Rover. This is a wave. Let me put another thing. Okay. Let me put for you these ones.
Now you're Afro punk.
Wow. These are the first cameras I used. I made a number of movies for me, and I liked it very much, you know. I normally build my own computers. I buy, you know, motherboards and fan, and then a processor, and then a RAM. Then I build them. You know, these are the hard disks, but most of them are burned due to electricity. Because electricity is a very big problem in Uganda. This is a typical security light. It's not the best, but I improvise. If we need a gun, we weld it. Anything like a jib, camera stand. If we don't have one, we make it. Improvising always. I bring in people and then I train them, like the editors, makeup artists. That's how I do it.
Yeah, let's go. All the actors, everyone volunteers, I guess?
Yeah, in fact, yeah, we have volunteers, but because the industry is going to get paid.
And where does money come from?
I also shoot music videos. We do wedding coverage. I also do adverts nowadays.
Put down the gun!
Okay, watch it.
And she's my wife.
Oh, I didn't. I thought she was your daughter. Did you liking movies come first, or did he come first? And he taught you?
Yeah, he told me.
How did you do
it? She's asking for that mouse.
I can help.
She cannot.
She'll scream?
Yeah. So I got a model of that car, and then I got a toy car.
You just made it flip. How did you learn?
I learned by myself. I just think of something and then I do it. That's the WhatsApp. Go to change that.
What the heck? This is serious. Everybody in Uganda knows Kung Fu. Expect the unexpected.
When I first heard the narration,
Mamma mia!
it was crazy. But instantly, I loved it.
Yeah, it's very
and it works.
People like it.
Now, I don't see that anywhere else
Yeah.
in the world, period. But I think you're going to.
Yes, okay. The action is non-stopping.
VJs are very important in Uganda. VJs are not only translating movies, but also spicing the movies by putting in some jokes, and that's why we call them video jokers. They keep you entertained all the time.
This is how we do action in Uganda.
Even if it's a horror movie, even if it's a horrible movie, you have to laugh.
I just want good news.
Mawulire mabi.
So that is the fun he puts in the movies. That is joking. It's joking. It's like that. So people like such jokes. Okay? You understand?
So what was it like making Who Killed Captain Alex?
You know, this is a third world country. We have so many problems. When I produced Captain Alex, the truth is we were scared first. to make it, because during the time we were shooting Who Killed Captain Alex, there was a lot of violence in the whole region. Nearby us here, people burned even the police station. The government deployed a lot of military, and we were using military uniforms, and we had toy guns, so we thought the government might arrest us. We were scared. Everything was challenging, or they will have to keep on.
So in Uganda, who's your audience?
The audience is the peasants. They are the majority. But now we are trying to teach the masses that we are making movies in Wakaliwood. But the problem is the upper class, for me I call it the corporate class, they are not yet understanding us, they are not yet supporting us. They don't believe that we can make movies because we are in the ghetto. You know, the corporate class of Uganda, they always think that a white man is the final man. Is God. Is God to them. So you cannot tell them, even trusting me that I can make a movie that they can watch is not an easy thing. It is a very big problem we are having. And that's why I'm always very, 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 very impressed whenever I see a Muzungu person coming here. Because if they see that a Muzungu has come in, they think that, oh, the thing is good.
Yes, that's how have you seen the movie industry here? Does it look like yours in America?
It's very strange. It's very similar. But in America, it's too much, I think, a business. And I have not had fun. I did not enjoy it a lot. But what I see here, this community, I don't believe would be in Hollywood.
Okay, action. Alan nga ayangu mangu okutegeera kinjagala ne kindaga nti alina talent newankubadde nga mu martial arts yali mufu nnyo nga talinaamu.
Isaac created a new genre with me that he's excited about. It's called beating up the white person genre. And it turns out all of Uganda is just in love with it, and I think it's funny as hell. And we kind of found this by accident. At one point, we have this final fight sequence, and I'm supposed to punch, and this is right by the raw sewage. I lost my footing. I realize I'm going into the raw sewage, but I ain't going alone because the cameras are rolling, so I grab the bad guy, and together we go, blah, we go into the shit. And so I realized in retrospect that was really like my baptism in a lot of ways. My whole life, I've worked in film in different capacities. Film has always meant a lot to me, and learning how it works. And I spent years just traveling production to production. I would sleep anywhere. I mean, I've lived in editing studios, I've lived in my car. If I found something I'm really passionate about, I just kind of dropped everything and went there. And then I was a program director for a film festival for a number of years, and I absolutely loved it. But I was also getting burnt out. I really missed kind of why I got into film in the first place. That feeling of joy and creativity. I just wasn't clicking anywhere. So I was 42, I was in a relationship, and she wanted it to grow and I wanted it to grow, but money, of course, is a problem. And I wasn't making much money. I wasn't satisfied with what I was doing. And the day I bought the wedding ring, she left me. It was the perfect storm in my life. And 2 weeks later, I went to Uganda.
Mr. Alan, I would like to request you, this should be our ambassador, not only in America, but where you can.
Like, I think you have everything that you need, frankly. You just have to keep doing it. And maybe get it out more, you know, to the people here. That's what I think. You know, I do. And I don't think, like, you need some Zoom, you know, to come in, you know. I don't want to. I don't want to be like Muzungu who comes in and helps some things. I want to support what you guys are already doing. I think this is beautiful.
And it's very hard to say goodbye. But if you said right now that you are not leaving, everybody would be so glad and they would host you so that you don't have to go.
It is like a dream. You have me here, and you have as a family member now. So now you're part of us. I don't think you can. Okay, attack!
Yangu. Hey. What's the Nviri? You like the hair, yeah? See? You want to see? You want to see?
Alan, now he lives with us, next to us.
So I sold everything I had or got rid of it. I sold my car, I gave up my apartment. My cat is now with my mom. And that's how I knew, like, I'm all in.
So we teamed up. Wanga namukwasa bye nali nkola ebimu nembimukwasa naddala nga international gundi eyo banga twali tukanyiza nti ye akole ku international ze nkole ku local.
Is that Dolly Parton? Is that Dolly Parton? No?
Yeah, everyone loves Dolly Parton here, especially those of my age. I don't think the youth know Dolly Parton and Ken Rogers.
I know.
They were great. They were great.
Okay, so it rained a lot, so there's mud here. Let's see. We think he's made 47 films in 11 years from when he founded the studio.
Ekisookera ddala muntu mulamu ate omusajja omukozi kubanga akola kumpi essaawa 24. The accent I don't understand it. Oluusi anzuukusa ekiro oluusi nga nange nangamba jangu olabe kino. This place is called Wakaliwood. Then we just had, we added on wood, Wakaliwood.
This is everything. Yeah. That's a helicopter.
In few days or a week, it's going to be in the air. Yeah. Nkola helicopter eno nga mukyo fe ku nsi tuwangaalako ebiseera bitono. Oba ogenda kujjukirwa otya? Mbaaniriza mu ruumu ekolebwamu ebikozesebwa mu Raymond Film Production. Props. Eno, nalina jiruya. Nengiya nagana amasasi. So, era eno yakolamu Tiger Mafia. Ebintu materials gye nkozesa emundu zino nzijja mu scrap ngenda gye bakuŋŋaanyiza ebyuma ebikadde. Sidekick, assist me with the gun. Coach and fire. Coach and fire. Eno yakola omulimu munene nnyo era mu kaseera ku bwe nali njizannyisa kuba nagikozesa nagikookinganga bwe nti kanakookinganga njagala kubanga natuukiriza ekirooto kyange naye nga mujja giraba nga ngikola repair. Eno bagiyita Maria, erinnya eryo eyagirituuma Alan Sali. Kati simanyi oba Maria yakola ki Alan.
It's exciting. Today is the day we are selling movies to people. It's our marketing day. Here, cinemas are for the rich. Because here in Uganda, there is high class, up there, middle class, and down there. And for us, the Wakaliwood people, they call us down there because we are in the ghetto. So, our distribution is not easy. The actors and actresses, they go to different places, like in the villages, in Kampala, selling door to door. And after, when it is successful, they get their percentage.
Reconnecting Productions, wewayo twegate, ematolese bitone byaffe, bamukama emulezi waffe.
Reconnecting Production ye company mu Uganda ekuta ekifo ekisooka ng'ekola action movie. Ofisi zayo ziri Wakalika mu Wakaliwood.
In the beginning, it was very hard for us to convince our audience that we are making movies here. But later on, we convinced them by giving them free DVDs to watch, and then they started buying our movies. So that's how we built a big audience around here.
So in the beginning, I thought this was going to be very easy, because he's had millions of views well before I came here, well before I saw it. I came here late in the game.
But we are moving together.
Okay, no problem.
But whenever I would talk to anyone, the big question is violence. And it never really occurred to me because it's comedy action. It's almost like a Roadrunner cartoon. Like true violence, I think, makes you ill. Like to me, the Coen brothers are extremely violent. But I would get so much crap that I'm promoting this image of violence in East Africa.
Are you set? Okay, action!
And, you know, if Isaac was a serious filmmaker, what he should do is something about poverty.
Vaio!
But my argument is that this is a different narrative about Africa.
That's great. Yeah. Only yellow job. Agamachi. Galika. Jajja taddanga. Muje. Ngenda banyumiza. Mu kiseera ky'olutalo kye twayitamu. Kituufu nakulira mu kiseera ekyalimu obusambattuko mu Uganda. Naye sinaba kikolayo firimu kumpi erimu obusambattuko bwe nalabako nze. Wali tewaliyo komedi mu kitoogo, mu makati g'ekitoogo ng'ebyasi bivuga gye tulaga waliyo ebyasi ne gye tuva waliyo ebyasi. Nga ffe twali baana bato nga batukasuka bukasuka. Bamala okuwamba Idi Amin, ekyaddirira akaseera ako kaali kazibu nnyo n'okusinga omulembe gwa Idi Amin nze gyendi. Baatandika okulwanyisa helikopita. Helikopita bwe yakubanga kuba nnyo nga laddu. Kati kigenda kikolamu. Ono ye Robert gwogenda okuzannyanga nze, gwogenda okuzannyanga Robert mukulu waabwe. Era helikopita bwe yavanga bweti bwe tutuuka ku mufene ne tudduka tudde eri omufene bwe buti kubanga yali ezze nnyo. Nga tulaba egenda tuyitako ne twagala okudda nayo netaaninga nedda ku gundi ne yeewunzikamu bweti. Kati nebanga omusajja yali mu luggi ng'atulaba. Ddoboozi nnyo yeyo yeddena kuba mabega tulwe
Mumaso, very much gayo. Okay, attack. Jam. Sigara zako. Kishenje. Okay, that was good.
We'll change it. It will change this to Uganda.
They are for advertisement.
Hey.
Marketing.
Isaac is 44. The life expectancy for his generation is mid-50s. And we act like we're 22. And what goes through my head very much is that he's at his peak creatively. And so my job is to put kerosene on the bonfire. And Isaac talks about this, where like to be respected within Uganda, you need to first make a name for yourself outside.
Let us start as if we are.
Yeah.
Normal. If you want to join this movie, please. The thing is going to say join. Okay. And after joining, and then you free.
Okay.
Please, if you want to be part of this, join.
Again.
Okay. If you want to be part of this, please join.
I think my first true feeling of joy with filmmaking is here. It's in Wakaliwood. My life up until this point is searching for this.
Microphone check. It's okay.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Do you want to see Wakaliwood? I'll give you a little tour. Here's Mr. Isaac.
Hello.
The world of action filmmaking has grown a little larger in recent years, thanks in part to movies from the Central African nation of Uganda.
Isaac Nabwana's latest action film. He makes almost one every month. The entire budget for each film is about $200. And since Isaac started putting the trailers on YouTube, he's attracted fans from all over the world.
This camera tripod's made from a car jack. The entire Wakaliwood studio operations takes place here at Isaac's house. This is where the edit suite is. To my left is the prop studio, and behind is where they have rehearsals.
I used to work as a publicist, so I have a good deal of experience. And I'm a huge fan of marketing. Like, I love publicity, and that's what I used to do. And so it's been a hell of a year. We got a lot of coverage. We got coverage from Neon in Germany was the very first, but then Vice was the first in English, and then Wall Street Journal is coming out, MSNBC and Huffington Post, Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN.
I need posters. There you go.
How do you feel now that your work is being seen in other countries outside of Uganda?
Yeah, I never expected a lot of attention from the world, but it is happening.
Despite shoestring budgets, his films feature car chases, helicopters, special effects and choreographed fight scenes.
This is from Russia. Esquire magazine.
That's his friends. Germany.
Thank you very much.
It's okay?
Yeah.
We have been all over the news, like this, the Wall Street Journal. Africa's Tarantino brings name to Uganda slums. Ddala okubeera ku front page eno kyali kikulu nnyo.
This is Isaac's wife.
Hello. When we started Wakaliwood, we were thinking locally, you know, but Alan has put us to international level.
So what's your role within this?
It's evolving. I mean, like, what it is, basically, we're partners, is what it is. We're partners, basically.
So we work together on everything.
But there's no profit yet. Right now, we're just surviving. That's how it is.
And I love it, and I hate it. I hate the heat, I hate the dust, I hate the lack of electricity, I hate the lack of plumbing. You know, I hate the fact that we can't get hard drives. I hate that we lose our chips for the cameras and they get destroyed and we lose footage. Always. I hate all that. But you know, I love it. I love what you do here, and it's become my family.
We need to do this each morning.
Kati agenda kunyambako kitegeeza. Kwata wano bwoti. Kwata eno ngeno, kano na kano, kano na kano. Amanyi kyenkola? Nja kukola torch. Ate eno waya, kati ofuna ne balubu. Kati wamala okunyula, n'ofuna amanda. Kasana kuyita eno wansi. Yewa, tikakanya. Yewe.
Kabanga reflect.
Kabanga reflect. So, kyetugenda kati ku projector. Projector mugimanyi? Nero kyomuyinza omuyita. So, kino eno bakiyita, ndowooza tugiyite film. Edda kwalina projector, bati otambira nga baluteeka ku kanankani bwe kati netandika okwetooloola bwati bagiteekako.
Kubako ebintu ebiriko.
Kubako ebintu. Walimu ebifaananyi. Obiraba? Tuleka tubigonzese. Olaba? Musembiza nammwe kataala mpola mpola. Mubalaba? Ng'osembiza kabira bbiri. Kiki ekyo?
Spider-Man.
Kyakuwa kyakuyiga ki?
Ebintu bino ogenda obitunuulira ogenda obiraba nga bifaananyi ebiyimiridde naye era nze nakubanganya ebifaananyi okuva obuto bwange. Osooka kikuba mu muwongo mu kifaananyi ng'ekifaananyi. Ekifaananyi kino kye nalabanga nga tekitambula n'enkifuula ekitambula.
Ready?
Yes.
1,
Ha.
2,
Ha.
speed up 3, wafuna kirungi 4,
Ha.
5,
Ha.
1,
Ha.
good, 2,
Ha.
3, 8, 9, 10. Binya ku mutwe. Binya ku mutwe. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tosutuka wansi. Jump!
The Wakastas are our children here. After watching us make movies, I could see they had a passion. So we have started training them martial arts and also training them how to act because they are the future. We need children in the movies because we want to tap a new audience. The first movie I worked with children is called Crazy World. We are now having a big audience of children loving our movies. I feel so happy about that.
We're going to speed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 punches. 1, 2.
Today I'm going to cook for the big crew, team Wakaliwood. And the good thing, we have food. Today. For the last year, we've moved a step ahead. Something has changed. My first dream is to provide for the family. And that dream everyone wishes for. So, it gives me hope and encouragement that what we are doing is moving forwards, not backwards.
It's not a bad year. It's not a bad year. I mean, see like the kind of outreach we have, like in every freaking continent. Last time I counted, it was like 40 million views. But what's very interesting to me is that we've never been approached for funding. Not one person approached. And I'm just curious about investing.
So for me, it's obvious. The next part is bringing Isaac to the West. That's going to be the most important step next. They need to hear Isaac's story from Isaac himself. That's what's going to blow open the doors.
So that's the mission next. And then how to frickin' get a visa.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Wakaliwood runs on banana leaves. This is the costumes.
We are preparing for shooting late at night for our upcoming movie, It's an Alive in Uganda. So everyone is busy here. That's what I like with the film industry, because everything you're doing is fun. Everything is fun. When you're enjoying, you do your work while you're enjoying. That's what you say. That's why he's going to be eaten. That's why he's going to be eaten.
I can't keep up with you. That's how we do it in Manhattan. I don't know what.
It's uncanny. It's my stunt
Let me
double.
see the skin. Kinda.
I'm telling you, we're brothers of another mother.
Yes.
It's frightening.
From today, I baptize you as Mzungu. Okay, now we start the fight. Cut. Mzungu, nyingirao. Mzungu. Rio Mzungu. Rio Mzungu, come inside. This is a story about cannibals and Chuck Norris.
I have many nicknames here, Jesus for one, but another one is Chuck Norris. Somehow I think I look like Chuck Norris.
This is the Wakaliwood Cannibal Village. What you're going to see happen is maybe 5 or 6 of them carrying me in and putting me on this table we just built. And they're going to cut off my leg, eat that first. I grab it from them. I beat the hell out of them. And then they proceed to rip my guts open, which are being prepared at the moment. There's actually
There's a goat being slaughtered and the head cut off and gutted right now, and they're shaving it to make it look pink like I am. They gotta do it quickly because they want to eat it.
I think this looks like Yeah. Hi, this is Alan. It will work. It will work. Yeah, it will work. Yeah, with the intestines, you have to keep them. Yeah. Alan makes good sound when he's dying. So we like it. We like Alan dying, with that sound. Tonight we don't kill Alan. Mutwalanga nange brother wange mutwalanga muganda wange kati kubanga ebbanga lyetubadde naye ddene nnyo manya ntegeera kati nange mutegeera so ekimu nekituyamba abaddewo ne sitole yaffe nekyuka
Kosa munaneze emisana akulira Vision Group etwala bukedde Robert Kabushenga atuse maka Garamon Films awasibuka abazinyi ba filimu ezijina Uganda abanyige bakazakirinya eri Wakaliwood.
Naye bwayambye abato bajjeeyo nange kati ekiseera kituuse nange nkoleki nzijje mukwateko mpolampola naye aveeyo gyali. Wakaliwood efuuka ekintu ekinene.
Okukyala kwa mwami Kabushenga amazima amatuufu kubadde wa kitalo nnyo gye tuli kubanga nga bw'omanyi Kabushenga kumpi media industry ya Uganda ate nga ekituufu kiri nti media industry ebyo yatusuulirira. We had a chance of hosting the CEO of the big media house in Uganda, Robert Kabushenga. He's a big man. He's running TV stations.
Mwagaliza abantu bamwe esikukulu enungi sebo tusanyuse okulaba mwami Isaac Nabwana
nange nyabo nsanyuse okuba wano ku TV.
Sebo oli muntu wa firimu sikyo?
Ndi muntu wa firimu.
Director.
Naddala action movies. Yeah. So mpuliranga kyassanyu. Bukedde TV tubakolere TV series ya Who Killed Captain Alex. So mpuliranga kyassanyu. At first, we had no respect. Now we are respected at least a little bit because of the international media which has come here. That's how we have scored that respect. Manyi nti eno turning point y'okutandika okwagala bannayuganda okulaba firimu zaffe. This is the chance. So mpuliranga kyassanyu.
Gamazima emikisa gyaffe yayongedde ogitangaaza kubanga kyo tetwakisuubira nti tulikola TV series. Kimpa essanyu ne mpulira nga ya kyetukola at least waliyo abakisiima ba appreciatinga ki kyetukola. Myaka 10 n'ogenda mu maaso nti at least tulina kyetugamba nti ya tulina kyetutuuseeko kiikino. kati neraliikirizaamu katono nti ssente bwe zijja challenges nyingi ezibeerawo kubanga kangambe nti ssente zitabula abantu. Tusaba mu Wakaliwood tusigale nga tuli omuntu omu so everyone can achieve their dreams. Yeah. Kyamukiridde, ndi excited ate nga ndi nervous. Gamazima tekigenda kubeera kya
ever since Kabushenga came here, Alan abadde tayagala kwogera nange. Bw'atambula agenda bugenzi bwato n'agenda addakira oluusi. Kye tulaba nga ate ffe si kirungi katugambe mu mbeera ya security. So siri mumativu na ngeri gye yeeyisaamu ennaku ze. Ate ekyokubiri nti wano ndi wange neetaaga okwogera naye.
Huh. Okay, Ma.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay. Here I am.
I don't know what to say. It's, it's.
I could tell.
Things are getting interesting here. Yeah, so I haven't spoken with Isaac in weeks. He hasn't spoken to me, I should say. And it's around a time when the millionaire showed up from the national television. So starting once when he showed up, there's been no communication.
Right.
Basically, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I'm not involved. That's all I know. It's like if you want to dump me, if you want to go in this direction, then say it. I'm just beat up from everything.
Yeah, I know.
Bye, Ma. Thanks.
Bye, honey. Bye.
If you have anything, bothering you, come to me. Instead of, the way you have been acting these days, that you go and come very late at night, and I told you that it's dangerous, especially you are an American here. Americans think that they are superior of this world. If Americans die here, they will come here. I tell you, they will come here and they will question me. So if you don't want to stay with us, then you don't.
It's just because I don't know anything that's happening here. And whenever I've tried to talk to you about anything, I don't feel I get straight answers from you.
I told you that we are going to make a series.
You didn't tell me that.
You didn't what?
You didn't tell me that. You told me that we do. Okay.
But I think I told you. But I don't even have to tell you if I'm doing something in Uganda. It's not international. What I know about is you were catering about international. I'm catering about Africa.
I am focused international, right? What I explained to you what I'm doing is trying to get you to the West. So when I'm asking about the TV series, it's not that I want...
You did not want, TV series. You did not want me involved in the Kabushenga. I know that. I know. I saw it from you.
Yeah, I need to be informed. I say, simple things like, what is your time commitments now?
What I care about is I want to see, things moving. Kabushenga is a good deal for me because that is what I want.
For me, I just want this to be the biggest, best thing. Basically, what I want? What I want is the world to know what I have seen. Then I think almost like the world is open, for anything that you want to do. And that's what I'm working on.
I told you about my problems, but I did not even tell you all. But there are so many problems out of this international media and everything, because you all Ugandans thought that I had got a lot of money. For sure, they think I have money.
Well, so like what I'm working on also takes months, months to set up. I think if you're there with a world premiere, you will destroy the West. I think you'll be able to choose anything, because I think we're doing okay, but I want people to hear you from your voice, not from magazine.
But let me also tell you something you should know. Working with Kabushenga will help you to take me to the West. I can go elsewhere if I'm understood nationally, because they know I'm attached to a TV station. They are the big people in it. Anyway, you should understand, in Uganda, I think even in America, you have to be famous sometimes to get, that sort of little privilege. Kabushenga is enough. The way he talks to me, when I talk to him, it's like we are friends.
Do you think it's a good idea if I meet him, like with the two of you?
I think we need to first work. That's what I think.
That's where I'm in the middle, and I don't know.
Yeah, no one is going to push me.
I need to know simply that, is this something you're still interested in? Frankly, are we still a film studio?
I'm the owner of this, and I started it, so I need independent mind about what I'm doing. Now I have the big man, so I'm proud of that. So if you are not, if you don't want that, then you don't.
I think it's over here. I think it's finished. I very much get the sense that I'm not welcome here. My whole thing in life is that I think I do everything right, and then I'm just kicked in the teeth and I have no idea what happened. This is exactly like me buying a wedding ring, and then that day I'm done. This is exactly the same thing. 4.5 years now to build it to this point so this guy can come, and then they just sign everything. It's like, holy shit.
Wake up. You're going to be late for school. Okay, come.
Alan is like, if he sees something, he thinks that it's the best in the whole world, and then he locks there. Working with such people was not easy. Yeah, ekituufu kiri nti Alan wantasalawo yankomeredde, nze nsigala nga nsalawo ekyenkomeredde.
I'm not part of it anymore. I just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. It's been so many years at this point. I'm in debt. My credit is shot, of course. Literally zero in my bank account. I mean, I've got nothing. I put in everything. I've got nothing. But it was to build something together. I don't know if I need any of this shit. Fuck homies anyway.
So Isaac wants to focus on this local production right now. And maybe he's right. And maybe right now, my presence is problematic. I think it's better if I step back a bit. to let Isaac pursue this new partnership. But no matter what happens, it's no regrets.
Alan yabadde n'obuzibu nendoza kibadde era nga bwagamba nti communication. Ekituufu siyinza kugamba nti kino simanyi kiyinza kubaawo, wabula kati nfokasinze nnyo ku mulimu guno senga ngukola bulungi mukyo kyamaanyi nnyo. Akafuba nakeyongeza nagasuula n'ennyota asudde ennyota kusobola okutuuka ku mitima gy'abannayuganda. Eno ye turning point y'okutandika okwagala bannayuganda okulaba firimu zaffe bwe tunaaba nga tuli ku TV.
Eno ye script ya Who Killed Captain Alex TV set.
Kyempulira kikambwe nnyo kubanga kati bulijjo nabe waffe ndowooza bawulira buwulizi nti nzanya firimu naye kati bagenda kuba bandaba ku TV.
Bwana twali tuzanya firimu fayini abantu batumanyi naye abantu abamu tebalina DVD players. So bwe banaaba bazanye firimu eyo ku Bukedde TV abantu nga bagiraba nga balaba firimu yaffe.
It's fun for me because I feel good while kicking people. I've become a star.
Ate okukubaako olw'okukyamula nnyo okuba oba kiba kitegeeza mba nvuddeko. Uganda agenda kukuba bw'ati gwe nyini okyogedde ate kati oŋŋamba otya nti akuba nodda eno teekamu just bwongo obutinitini kamera yange eri eno ogwe batukanira eno. Cut. Okay, cool. Kimala eki kijja kumala. Eno eki.
Who killed the Captain Alexi? A story by Nabwana director.
Yes, okay. Kozi gwalina TV tegabutezi Bukedde wano obeere ng'olaba firimu eyo eya series Who Killed Captain Alex olunaku olwaleero egenda okuba nga eggibwako akawuuwo olunaku lwaleero mu kibanda ku lutimbe gagadde tube nga tulaba firimu eyo.
Subira nti era kino kyampa gundi nene nnyo okuba nti at least kati abantu bammanyi anaabanene kubanga
Wakaliwood.
Hello, you're the George Lucas of Uganda.
Kyekyo kimu ku bye twali twetaaga okusobola okufuna okumanyibwa mu Uganda.
Where are you picturing Wakaliwood say in the next 5 years?
I want to have a big studio and start teaching the next generation.
Welcome to Wakaliwood.
Isaac and Harriet, the Wakaliwood couple.
Hello.
It's a sign of blessings, I say like that. It's a sign of blessings.
Ekituufu kiri nti omwaka guno mpaddemu obuzibu obuwerako ate era kibadde kirungi nnyo.
Hello?
My son, it's so
Sure.
good to have you here, my goodness. This is my cat.
No, where's my cat?
Your cat, poor thing.
In the cat heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the thing for the shed.
Oh, yeah.
Looks great.
You think so?
Great. Yes, yes.
I gotta teach you Uganda, Ma.
Yeah.
Uganda, we're going. It's cold. Go.
Can you have the latest Playboy? The Playboy?
Yes, I do. You want it?
Yes,
You want it?
Yeah, we want to buy it.
Let's see this thing. Isaac stands directing the cannibals. He reminds them it's their first taste of sweet Mzungu flesh. When one snorts and growls, the Bwana decides they're ready to start chewing. It was always my dream to be topless in Playboy, and to be in the last nude issue. That was fun. Okay.
I fucked this up good. I don't think there's any way that I can look at it and not think I fucked it up.
We are like looking for other ways of how to earn an income because movies have not yet started making profits. So I started a business for doing cakes. One day, like I was on YouTube doing research for the makeup for the movie, and then I came across the tutorial of how to bake a cake. What happened to the How to Captain Alex series, the media station, though they paid some little money which we used in production, there is no profit. Newton, this is not yours. It's for the business. I give you on this. You have kids to look after, and we still can't pay the actors. Now, at least the actors, they get simple lunch. At least that's better. But the profits I make out of cakes, it can help.
Wakaliwood and myself, maybe we are becoming more famous, but financially not. I reached a point where I felt that I should leave this, especially when I don't have school fees for my children. It's like I'm betraying them if I don't do something for their future. And there are some actors who have left Wakaliwood thinking that I will get a lot of money and we don't pay them. After seeing that I'm on big networks like CNN, BBC, I've seen that it is misleading. They think that I've got money, but I'm still a poor man in the ghetto. That is the point when I feel I should leave this. But I'm struggling because that was my big dream. If I stop trying to create a business, it's like a total loss. Kale, mwebala okujja. Kendeeza ku bwagazi nange temutya. Nkimanyi kimenya kuba sometimes wetaaga okubako koyingizaako mu nsawo aba tukwataganye. So tukkirize nti tuzimba industry. Ekyo kisooke tukikkirize. Bw'oba toyagala nakugambye vaamu. Nina obulumi mu bwe mutalina ate toligendera bumanya.
Kani oyo gugompera mwana nangi. Uncle Alan. Mama.
Naye Alan kuba naye omusaasire manyi nti mu butuufu bw'awummulamu nze sikirinaako buzibu awummulemu naye nga tenyinza okugamba nti sikyamuwuliza.
So this is my mom's kitchen table in New York, and I guess it's Wakaliwood East or West. I don't know. On the other side, and it's also it's where I live basically. These are T-shirts, and that's my mom's stuff. And I sleep on the couch there. And my parents are away getting lunch, so I'm taking advantage.
With Isaac, I think that was the first time in my life where I just felt a chemistry, like a creative chemistry. Like I felt I was bringing out really great stuff in him, and he was bringing out great things in me. And coming from where I was ready for marriage. I wanted a lifelong commitment. And then when that ended, my heart was still in this idea of marriage, I think. So I think that's what Wakaliwood became for me. It was like I was married into it. And my feeling with marriage is that it's not about the easy times.
You know, I read a lot about how bands break up. It's like, it always comes down to communication, or lack thereof, it seems. But it's going to be 6 years soon for me there. I mean, that's almost, the Beatles were together for 7. It's a long time. And we could have been the Beatles of Exploding Heads, man. Still can be.
But for me personally, Isaac is the one. And I just have to prove to him that I'll do anything. So, even though Isaac is working on the local stuff and we're not talking too much, I have to keep going. I have to follow up on these leads that I've been working on for years. So I was able to get this screening in Kazakhstan, of all places.
You know, God forbid that they want to buy DVDs, you know. So that's what I'm preparing for.
And we have to do it. And right now it's only me because I got the damn visa. But now we'll see if it works for an audience. Not just on YouTube, but for a live audience in a theater. Maybe it doesn't, and I'm just crazy.
Isaac would tell me in the beginning that he could die happy because of just the trailer for Captain Alex. And when he saw millions of people saw it, he felt he contributed something to art and to the world, and people know his work, and he can retire. You know, he was very peaceful, like, no, you know, we did something. And now I feel, you know, the same, in that I just wanted to enter him into the conversation of film and art and life, and he's there. And that was the mission, the first mission. Part 2 then is to establish Isaac as an artist of the first order.
olina kubeera kulasasiro
But you see why I moved there, yeah?
If I want to see every other movies from Wakaliwood, do I need to go to Uganda or I can see it here?
We have some DVDs here from Uganda, and they should work. You know, they don't always work. I'm telling, like, I think he's the real thing. Like, I think he's like a world-class storyteller. Like, I think people all over the world are seeing something.
Everything's going according to plan. It's pouring rain, it's cold, no one's here.
In Belgium, we are used to more classic stories, so it's nice, it's funny, but it's different.
For me, it's eye-opening because they don't want to make movies about poverty and this and that. They just want action movies, and it's crazy, but it's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Funny movie. They are great. And the thing is, like, they still do not know how good they are.
Yeah, do you know Wakaliwood? Do you know this is their first autograph?
It's happening. Yeah, it's global.
Are any of these folks going to be here?
No, because visas. You know, if they were wealthy, it might be different. So the answer is yes, they're coming, but we're figuring it out. I just wish he could have been there with me. Or instead of me. So I'm going to meet Peter. He's now the head programmer for Midnight Madness at Toronto International Film Festival, which is easily one of the top 5 film festivals on the planet. And what that means is it's got an amazing audience, but it's also the industry. All the producers, all the directors, all the agents, all the managers, everyone is there to look at the new set of films to be discovered. Then Peter was a big fan of ours from the beginning.
I mean, the real short of it is, like, I would love to play a Wakaliwood film in Toronto at TIFF, at Midnight Madness. I've mentioned it to the organizers there, and it sounds great, and they have resources that they'd like to throw at, like, trying to figure out how we can get Isaac to be there.
With Isaac there in person, that's the frickin' dream. And this would be the first time he's in a movie theater anywhere. That's what I want, is him as an artist to get to be in the audience.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, Midnight is at the Ryerson. That's 1,200 seats.
Jesus Christ.
And we fill it.
Hey. How are you? Okay, but
welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome. Jesus of Uganda.
No, you know what it is. All right, let's see this now. Hey, it's not bad. Hey, it's not bad. How are you? Hey, I have something for you. Njagala, Yangwe Omogugu, Eri, Muduka, Kwata. Holy crap, I spoke. Kale, webale nyo. Uh-huh. Okay, Kwata one no. You want to see this? Don't know.
Hold on. Hey, wake up. Hey. Yeah. Okay, let's have a little talk there in the other office. Yeah, let's have a little talk and see.
Let's do this.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm just gonna go out.
You can't go outside.
I have this, the beginning of the movie. Yeah, this is Chize. That's you.
That's Chize, that's me? Let's see it. Yeah, go! I'm great. I'm good. Yeah.
I think people like that part here in Uganda because it's a cannibal scene. So I think they are, oh, I've never eaten Mzungu.
Oh God, I was thin, Isaac. But that's danger thin. That's. Oh my God!
So we need that size again.
That is not. I win an Oscar if I get to be that size again.
But I think we have enough. We might get some shots.
Yeah.
When you are this size, but we try to hide some features.
This is great, Isaac. That's it. I can sell that. It's gonna be like Gone with the Wind. We do have very strong offers to play the film in very strong places, Isaac, for this.
We already have a big part of it.
Or if you prefer, I'm saying, Eaten Alive I know people want, but if you prefer Crazy World.
In fact, with the Crazy World, because it has the children, I think it would be great.
Yeah. So Isaac, like for me, the ultimate mission is I want you to be happy. Because what I feel is, when you are happy and excited, it is the best art in the world.
I think that's cool.
That's great.
What really unites us is movies. Ndi musanyufu nti Alan akomyewo. Ekituufu kiri ndi mpulira nga tukyali ba Luganda. Ndi musanyufu nti atambudde mu nsi nnyingi kaakati okutambulako kulina kye kumuyigiriza. Era kansubire nti ntegeerekese bulungi.
Where's the taxi?
There's the taxi.
Yes, you can hear me. Look at that. So we check. Beautiful. How do we sound over there? How do we sound? Give me a thumbs up if we sound good. Oh, you can laugh too. Laugh if we sound good. Laugh if we sound good. Okay, great. So you're hearing me. That's
Good evening. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. I'm glad to be here because this is a special night. This is a historic night. This is the night of the world premiere of Crazy World.
For everyone from here in Uganda, enjoy the movie.
Yes, okay, fasten your seat belts. Now let action begin. Commando! Dawood Abisaso, Tiger Mafia, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy night in Toronto. Watson has gone beyond the undertones. Bass! So, Scorpion kick. Crazy world movie. Non-stop Olympics. Van Damme!
Van Damme! Van Damme it! You cannot damn it!
here. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It makes me cry. It's not because I'm sad, but I'm happy that I'm here finally. As an artist, you want your works to go all over the world. And this team really fought very hard to see that we come. I know very well that the audience is my family in this world. I don't know what to say, but it means a lot to me. I think everyone in this world has got a dream. So I'm very happy to see that my dream is becoming true. Movies, they're always in my mind. That it is your talent and no one should lift it for you. You have to struggle, you have to keep on. There has to be passed to the next generation. With the help of my family and the Wakaliwood family, I feel like I have pressed the first brick in the foundation of the Uganda film industry. It's a very big thing and I'm proud. I'm positive that my children and all my students have taught over the years, they're going to fight for it. So Wakaliwood will live forever.
Many visitors, many fans from all over the world. We killed them all because we love them.
Let me tell you something new about the history of the man. He's got nothing to lose. Something better, his sons of kitchen nothing better. Oh, it's the history of the man. He stands out to lose. When he's lost, he's human. It's the history of the man. tell you something new about the history of the man. Cause he's got nothing to lose.